Jennifer Dulos was afraid for her life before she went missing, a friend told the Post. The mom of five was a nervous wreck after filing for divorce from Fotis Dulos, her husband of 13 years, in June of 2017. She knew how enraged he was that she took this step, the friend said. In an email to her friend that summer, Jennifer expressed relief after successfully lobbying for a court-appointed guardian to get involved in her custody battle. I tell myself to breathe easier, even in times of conflict and uncertainty, Jennifer wrote. Now it's a seemingly endless period of uncertainty for those that are close to Jennifer, who was last seen on May 24th after dropping her kids off at school in New Canaan, Connecticut, where she had rented a home after leaving Fotis. She was reported missing that night. Investigators found Jennifer's bloodstains in her garage and determined she was a victim of a serious physical assault. On June 1st, Fotis and his gal pal Michelle Traconis, 44, with whom he had had a year-long affair while married to Jennifer, were arrested for allegedly tampering with or fabricating physical evidence and for hindering prosecution. Surveillance footage caught the couple making 30 stops at trash receptacles in Hartford the night Jennifer went missing, disposing of bags filled with items including Jennifer's blood-stained garments and bloody sponges. Fotis's DNA was also found mixed with Jennifer's blood on the kitchen sink faucet in her home. Both Fotis and Michelle pleaded not guilty and are now out on bail. They are also broken up, according to Fotis's attorney, Norm Pattis. I don't know how the relationship is possible with these circumstances, he told the New York Post. Jennifer's friend remains immensely concerned about what Jennifer's husband might have done to her. She said he was verbally abusive and maniacal and implied that he was physically abusive too. Fotis's team is on the attack, suggesting that Jennifer's disappearance might have come from the pages of Gone Girl, the 2012 novel about a woman who fakes her own murder and elaborately frames her husband. Norm Pattis told the Post that Jennifer had written a 500-page Gone Girl manuscript years ago, which he admits he has not read himself. This is a person who has a pretty good imagination and motives to use it to hurt Mr. Dulos, said Pattis. Norm Pattis added, without producing any documentation that Jennifer had a troubled past and struggled with heroin her whole life, he claimed she had a relationship with a person who would import heroin from Cambodia prior to dating Fotis. Pattis alleges Jennifer once disappeared from New York and lived for years under a false name after a intrafamilial dispute about money. The attorney said Jennifer has severe psychiatric problems, was on antidepressants, and a custody study was prepared to give Fotis unsupervised access to the children. Additionally, he said Fotis received a $14,000 bill in April for unknown blood work Jennifer had done. From our perspective, this is the perfect storm. A mysterious illness we don't know about, a history of substance abuse, and a history of having disappeared, said Pattis. If she were critically ill, thought she might be ready to lose control of the children, disappearing in such a way that made it look as though her husband were the culprit is the best piss-off you can give somebody. A family source laughed at Pattis's claims. A family source said Jennifer did not have severe psychiatric issues and that she read a 500-page manuscript Jennifer wrote in the early 2000s, and it has nothing in common with Gone Girl. Jennifer's novel, like most of her writings, has at its core a search for connection and a loving relationship, for being understood and accepted as one's true self. The family source explained that Jennifer moved to Aspen and Los Angeles for a few years to write under a pen name Jennifer Bay, and that she has no history of substance abuse and rarely drank 2 glasses of wine out at night. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, leave me your thoughts and opinions below in the comments section. Norm Pattis has no shame when it comes to victim bashing, does he? He's saying that Jennifer has faked her own disappearance. I guess she put her own blood spatter in her garage and her own blood on the faucet, even though it's mixed in with Fotis's DNA. And now he's claiming that Jennifer is a heroin addict. This man knows no shame. Now, I know his job is to defend his client, but he does not have to do victim bashing. Jennifer and Bodis shared children together. I'm sure their kids are old enough to read what this man tells the New York Post and these other news places. It's just a shame that he's victim bashing Jennifer. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in a little bit for some crime and coffee. Make sure to leave me a comment below. Bye, guys.